going on, everybody? Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. It's been a few days, yeah. It's been a few days, but we're here. We're in time.
So close to greatness, yet so far.
So close, Doctor. One more month. One more month, and you will be at the coveted resubscription number. But 68 months is absolutely nothing to scoff at. Greatly appreciate it. Also, Doctor, I've got news for you. So you know how we talked about Now You See Me the other day? I mean, maybe it was a couple weeks ago, but watched Now You See Me 1 for like the third time, and Now You See Me 2 for the first time on my time off here. In-laws were in, and they chose, without me saying anything, they chose to watch it. So I have now finally seen it. I still love those movies. I don't know. There's something about them. There's something about them that's like they're just the right amount. They're right in my wheelhouse. Time to cut you, Kara. Is it just that rough, or did you have a rough go of it? Like, was it just not a good tempo night? Hey, what's going on, Not? Good to see you, dude. I don't want you to think that me reaching out to you was like a, hey, man, why haven't you been in my stream lately, huh? Genuinely, like, hadn't seen you in like 2 months, so I was growing concerned. Because if it's anything like, you know, it was with Purple, 2 months turns into like 5 years. Twitch account gone, never see him again, so, you know. Sleep schedule sliding again? What's going on, Shitei? I'm sorry to hear that, man. Always good to see you, but obviously the circumstances are typically less than ideal for you when I do see you, so I understand the trade-off there. How's Monster Hunter Rise been going, though? I popped in a little bit that other morning. Seen you've been playing it some more. Hanging out here's entirely ideal. Warms my heart. Warms my heart. So I don't know if you guys read the stream title. How have we been doing this for 8 years? Real talk, how have we been doing this whole Twitch thing for the streaming side of things for 8 years? Yeah, 8 years ago today, Dark Souls 1, first playthrough. The beginning. The beginning of the end of my sanity. We're all old, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? So young and full of hope when you followed. I was... How old am I? I'm still 28. I was 20 years old. In college. Streaming directly from an Xbox, no cam. Just playing Dark Souls for the first time. Who would have thought it would have brought us here? It was kind of funny though. I told my wife, I was like, yeah, today's my 8 year streaming anniversary, and she's like, you don't sound like excited. I was like, well, how should I sound? I was like, I should be excited about like Just based on the amount of time that I've put into something. Like, I got a great job. I put time into it. I was like, I mean, there's the flip side thought of like, I've done this for 8 years and like, what do I have to show for it? Normal, firm, and pretty fast. 7.9. It's gonna be in the 160s, yeah. Shadow of the Earth Tree next week. Some of the new weapon types. I have not looked at anything, Doctor. I will go in completely unknowing of all. That's the plan, as is customary. All I know is where the DLC starts. That's all I need to know. Thunder Ridge Golf Club. Actually, you know what? That's probably not a bad one to... It's 12% off on Green Man Gaming. I'm gonna open Green Man Gaming so I can not forget about that. Good call, not. I think I saw something about Fanatical having it. Okay, no discount on Humble Bundle. All right. Oh no, okay, DLC only is in a separate tab. I got scared for a second. So yeah, I'll have to pick that up afterwards. So what we're gonna do for Elden Ring is the same thing that we did for the launch of the game. So I will play Elden Ring I will play the DLC for the first time offline. Okay? And we'll upload it to YouTube. So, in case anybody is interested / concerned about that, that will be over on YouTube. Trying to think. I don't know how fast I'll be able to get it out. You know, gonna try and play as much as I can, but obviously having a kid and whatnot is gonna make that difficult, but we'll try our best to get it out. I think what I'm debating and what I want to know from you guys, I'm trying to get an idea. So when I did Elden Ring the first time, this is kind of the tough part of it. When we did Elden Ring for the first time, what's it called? I played it and I did no editing, pretty much. Except there was one point, I think, where I edited because I ran into, like, I died so many times in a row that I edited that part. It was pretty much an unedited 111 episode journey, which I know is a lot. When we played Armored Core, I edited it down, would only show a few of the failed attempts or parts of the failed attempts, and then the final kills on things, and took out some of the redundant exploration stuff. So I want to know what you guys think about that. Get to watch all the rounds live? What's going on, Jetski? Fire me right up, man. Love to hear it. Free hybrid. Definitely gonna miss the cut though. So I haven't looked since like way early today, Kara. What is it looking like? I know it was sitting at 5 under, but at like 58 players or something. I over-adjusted because I thought I've been beat on that before, basically. You're already T65? 64 right now, okay. So I missed the stream, like I missed your stream of it. So what exactly? I saw that there were some blow up holes. I've actually seen quite a number of triple bogeys on one, but also some birdies. So that's kind of a semi-concerning notion. Lightly edited could be good. Yeah, like it's gonna take more time to get out, but I also think if I do them in like, I don't know, maybe if I record an hour or so of gameplay and then can edit it down, I can always cut extra intros. The difference though, so when I did Armored Core, I also cut out my camera, which I don't know how important that is. Like I like having my, you know, reactions and stuff, but I also don't know how critical it is. Trying to get a gauge on these and like how much do they cancel out. It's hard when it's this uphill though. I'm just gonna play it straight. Hey, what's going on, Ferda? Ferda boys, how we doing? Tempo went completely to the toilet in round 2. Recalibrated today. Immediately went up with Sives on the Impossible League courses. Man, I haven't recalibrated in so long. Play ranked? Not really. I've played maybe like 45, 50 matches across all the seasons. If it was on Master Swing, and maybe with some like tougher conditions, like more wind and stuff, I would be more interested in it, but with it being on Pro, it has a hard time keeping my interest. That felt fast. I felt like I completely smacked that. I play on, what is it called? Sculptor archetype. Great, excellent tempo, and then lose it randomly. Not be like, oh, a bit slower, faster, be like perfect or super. Yeah, that's kind of the rhythm that I get into, Kara. I think some of it has to be more on like the subconscious nerve side. You're on rhythm, very forgiving. On the harder difficulties, it doesn't really do anything. Because it expands your misses, but the whole point is really to be trying to not miss. And they don't give you anything extra for the perfect zones. Is it even worth trying to read these? I don't think so. That would be way too much. There are some hard lips in the middle of it. Not bad. Hey, what's going on, TFR? Welcome back. $25 PowerA wired controller. So the tournaments that we play in, that controller would probably get flagged just because it's not like an official controller. So it probably is getting nicer than expected swing planes and such. I heard about it, not. It's like a prequel game, right? I actually haven't played Doom Eternal. I played Doom 2016, but I haven't played the other one. So, yeah, I don't see how we're stopping this. 25, 216. I don't know. I'm gonna see about playing this with Loft. I was concerned about the fast. I gotta get into an actual rhythm. I gotta get into an actual rhythm here. So this is death, right? This is absolutely a death spot. And we're on a down slope. Don't really want that to be fast. Need a spin from the slow. Hey, what's going on, Joe? Thank you very much, man. Alright, let's see what we got. You just get these, like, really wonky breaks, and I think that's just why these courses are so tough. Feels like it should be. All right. I mean, that's gonna kind of be the name of the game today. Is like, can we make putts like that? I will say though, I know that one complaint that people continually have is about holding fairways, and I get that complaint, and I run into that as well, but I think there are a lot of times where people just don't like to play lofted spun drives. Because if you can loft spin precisely, cut it, or draw it into a side slope, then a lot of times you can get it to sit faster, but people, like, they cut it in or something, and it's not quite enough to hold up. I win, so 5 yards short of here, 191. Can you get 10 out of it? I don't think so, but I kind of have to try. Don't really love the slow there. Slow knocked a bunch of distance off of that shot. down an inch. These, though, you like have to actually be mindful of. It's probably gonna be the. I mean, plat will be different because plat greens, at least the default is not this quick. See, this is interesting because I guess if you go long, it's like, can you stop it? If you play it short into the bunker, let's try something here. What is it to this edge? 3.8, 316. 10, 320s. That didn't quite cut back as much to the right as I was hoping for it to. I took too much off though. Very quick to come off. So you want to land it here. Just get it past and put it on the high side, I think. Guess I was so concerned about not hitting it short. That was way past. Or maybe I was so focused on tempo. That could very well be it. Is this gonna be enough? Ah, still low. Alright. I think I'm just a little bit off on my break count. So I don't think you would ever want to hit a punch shot here. I think you have to try and hit hybrid. Now you've got 13-ish miles an hour of wind. So let's just call it 46, 33, 30 maybe. Cut it in high and a little bit. Left it slow to hang out right and short. That's the right idea, because if we can cut it back that far to the left, it was definitely the shot. Be a little better. Our tempo can't be losing shots like that, or we're gonna be in some serious doo-doo. Alright, Yeah, I mean, Elite's tough. Elite's tough. But we're missing, we're missing tempos, and that's kind of the name of the game this week is like, you've got to be executing at the highest level. Now, I do think, now we'll see what the course actually looks like. I do think we're playing well enough that we should be able to chip away and find scores. At least I would like to believe that. But I guess the proof is when you're actually out there trying to do it. So, not gonna get too far ahead of ourselves. Because ultimately we can have shots like that, right? Where we're just off the mark on our tempo and suddenly we're making life a lot more difficult for ourselves. But I think you just have to plod along and take what you can get. Not if the USGA has anything to say about it. Yeah, I'll be very curious to see. I've heard a lot about it, Joe, and I've seen some clips. It's gonna be a very interesting watch. Because I don't know, I think, like, yeah, there's something to be said about the ultra tough setups, but also when you look at the PGA, like, there's also something to be said about, when it's a, there's something about watching a tournament where guys have to be on the gas to the end and not just, like, not trying to blow up down the stretch. I like the mix of the two, personally. Like, I don't like the shootout in a video game because it's very different, but, as far as, like, a viewer's perspective, people having to have their foot on the gas a little bit, trying to win a tournament. Kinda nice. I was okay airing towards that side because it came back a little bit. Leave the 20 under lower shootouts for the TPC courses. Yeah, I don't know. I did enjoy with Valhalla, like, you had a major championship where guys had to try and close out. I hit that a little slow, and I'm already cutting it back right. Not great. No plat tournament last week. There was one last week, jet ski. I just decided I didn't feel like playing. Played IRL golf the weekend before. was really on my IRL golf fixation, didn't really have it in me to play. To play Plat, so we were having some good conversations in the stream. Just chilled out. We streamed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I ended up taking Thursday off, and then in-laws were in Monday, Tuesday this week. But we did beat Hades too, or I mean, like, I guess we beat the Underworld boss last week, so that was pretty nice. I'm gonna try this, hopefully. Well, get lucky, because that was bad. Gotta be able to put pitches close. Have to be able to put pitches close.
You seek the Holy Grail.
ADHD, thank you for the follow. How do we want to play this? I think it's got to be somewhere right out in here, right? It'll get the break. Not much going in the middle, and then hey, oh, just put it a touch too high. So that's gonna be the battle, right? Is gonna be, can you avoid the bogeys? Feed up 15. I mean, this is gonna be high 100. We're like in between clubs here. 5-iron is gonna be a little bit short. Maybe give it a little bit of D-loft. I don't want to give it a ton, but I need to give it enough. Really love the fast. Too much D-loss. Such a tight line though, because I'm pretty certain if I leave that alone, I guess it's downhill, so I could have done it. I want to test something. Faster green, so we'll do it with the lob wedge. It's definitely not a bad shot to have in the arsenal, because as much as I love the, like, check stuff, sometimes I wonder, would it be easier to try and hole stuff if I let it roll a little bit more? Not 100% certain, but the idea definitely is there. Maybe if it's something flatter, because you can get it shorter and guarantee like a straighter line. It's actually not a bad lie, or a bad lie. Can carry this about 290, but you probably put yourself in the rough. But I kind of just want to see how this rolls out. Because, like, I know that I should realistically not play this full off, full backspin. Because I can't get on the green to bring the rough into play. But by taking that, we now put ourselves, you know, here. Let's try this. Hey, what's going on, Heat Dozer? This is Thunder Ridge Golf Club. I don't think any of the TGC Tours, I don't think the TGC Tours tournaments are playing on Pinehurst. I think the third qualifying event into the actual major was on Pinehurst, but all of these are on very difficult courses. So we're getting warmed up, playing a very tough course to get warmed up for a very tough course. It's just going to be a slog of gameplay this week. 26 feet. So this is gonna carry past pin high. Definitely past pin high. I mean, I don't know really what else you're supposed to do. The only way you get that to sit softer is if you take a 6-iron and put even more loft on it, and like you can do that. Would I like really recommend it? Not particularly, no. Or at least I wouldn't want to do it for myself. Hey, what's going on, Don? How are you doing? Okay. This is gonna be tough. I don't want to hit it, like, too firm, but you kind of have to be somewhat aggressive with it. Okay. Let's see here. So... Okay, that's good to know, because I think I had it where like I aimed a little bit more, but I didn't actually take the power off it. So that read is correct. The power's not. Yeah, what's good, Scud? What are you recommending? Don't worry about it, Doctor. The long drive. Look at this bomb. Look at this bomb. 375-yard carry. Not in my wildest dreams. I carry the ball like 220 if I'm lucky. I kind of suck. underhit it. I took the spin route. True Sims at Pinehurst #2. Sure don't want to play it instead. How was Franz nice? Or did he crank it up like the USGA? Not that I'm gonna play it, but that obviously is a big factor. Ah, little firm. Okay. Little firm, little firm, little firm. Pretty nice 155 if you remember right. Nah, I'm not gonna hop back into the True Sim. As much as I enjoy it, it's just it takes way too long. I'm just way too slow of a player, and there's not enough interest across the board. Don't get me wrong, I do still enjoy it. Had to play the overpower if we wanted to have a chance at getting it there. Ah, man, close. Close. Had the right shape. I think the slow probably got us there. Alright, we're gonna keep trying this. We're gonna keep trying this and see how it works. Hitting it shorter with no spin. Yeah. I think when it's that short and flat, I can actually play it with the sand wedge. But treating those more like real-life chip shots has definitely been something that's converted. I don't know how necessary it is or if it's actually beneficial, but the conversion works, so that's a good thing to see. I don't think we're gonna stop this, but I don't really have a better shot. As long as it lands on the green, that's definitely best case scenario. So yeah, I mean, I think this is gonna be the exact vibe of Platt. I think this is going to be the exact vibe that Platt is going to have. Ah, that still hangs out that far to the right. Dang. Oh, never mind. Thank you, designer. Actually given the kickback. Sweet. We are 4 yards off the mark. Wind's gonna bring it back here. A little bit too pushy. It's the right idea though. That goes... Touch right, comes back left, slam it home. I mean, putting is always my weak spot, especially when it gets this fast, so ultimately this is of no shock to me. I slowed the crap out of that. It's not as slow, but it's still not great. Let's see here. So this comes out a little bit short. Yeah, I mean, I think somewhere like here and then... I'm telling you, we might be on to something with letting these chips actually run a little bit more. It was a little bit far, but... Hey, thanks, Dozer. The tough part with the super shaped drives is the amount of accuracy you actually have to have. Sitting up in the rough, though. Will it hold? That's a whole other story or question or any of the above, but... Yo, what's going on, Suplex? How you been? I guess I could have trusted that shot a little bit more. Didn't quite. Thanks so much. I mean, I guess. Gonna be somewhere down in this vicinity. Oh, come on, you gotta turn. Held a little bit straighter through that midsection where I really thought it was gonna take the break, but 600's not bad in there. One bogey, I mean, it's the type of week that I think can't get in our head that all of a sudden, like, we're gonna win or something like that, but you know, we gotta keep the mind in it and know that, you know, don't give back the strokes, chip away at it, and you'll be good to go. Very yeah, I'm gonna save the very fast. We don't need to practice on that. I would like to stay in the above fast ballpark if we can, but I don't know what other tracks are gonna have, so let's take a look and see. High, firm, fast. I never have understood that. Why use default when you can just select fast if it's the same, but I suppose minor detail. Just some extra clicks that we have to do to see. Okay, so firm, fast. I might play the fast greens. We'll see what Fishbowl has in store here. If Fishbowl has something good, we'll play that. If not, we'll play a round of kinetic. I don't really want to play the very firm, very fast. Evangelist. Oh man. I mean, I get that it's US Open week, but yeah, like I said, I'm not playing very fast greens if I don't have to. Let's play connect. So I think this was firm, fast. Should be a bit on the easier side compared to what we just played. Yeah, high, firm, fast. Yeah, swing's feeling pretty good, but obviously, like, the pressure element is obviously always there when the shots mean something. When you're on the range, doesn't matter. As soon as you step out onto the course, whether it's the real thing or just playing rounds, you know, playing other societies, playing head-to-head, suddenly everything has a little bit more weight to it. So I think this 7-iron is gonna be pretty close. See about some breaks. Maybe slow. Gonna be short, right? Yeah. I mean, that right there, that's always the thing, right? When you're trying to get it to sit, if you hit it slow, you're gonna end up even shorter and it's gonna stop. Okay. 155s though, so this at least gets to be a little bit easier for us. Be hanging somewhere in here, right? I'm a little surprised by that, not gonna lie. I'm a little surprised it took that extra break. Okay. Noted. So what, you kind of want to be over on this right side for angle? But it's just so much more dangerous. Like, is it really even worth it? Not, doesn't seem like it. Does not seem like it. Yeah, course management and execution is gonna be the name of the game. This one's gonna be short. Give her a little D-loft. Don't hit it slow like that, though. Commit to your shot. Everything, no matter if it's wrong or right, you have to be committed. You have to be committed. Okay, I mean, I was wrong, I committed. So be it. Just the last thing I want is to bail out of shots, because that's not gonna do anybody any good. I want to have some more things that look a little bit like that. Would I like to hit them 100%? Absolutely. Get you a little bit closer to the hole. I don't think you have to aim it that much, but you definitely have to give it a little bit of something out to the right. Alright, on the board. .206, 209. We're definitely going to play at least 11 here. I think I'll play the 5-iron. I think we'll play it stock. It'll drift back a little bit to the left. Might be a little long, but I don't want it to be short. So playing that push into the wind, played that much more. Okay, that's good. That's good refresher on the high winds. High winds and very high winds, like those headwinds, or those crossing headwinds when they become like true headwinds end up being so much stronger. I think if I actually put a little bit of draw spin on that, probably shave off some of that loss. Definitely a good thing to see. So you better hold that line. You better hold that line for me. .10-foot down into the headwind. I think this is where you just play the high draw. Get it drawn towards the left-hand side. Land it soft so it starts gripping. Because basically the thing that kills you with fairways, they have to be really pitched for it to just roll, roll, roll. What you need is for it to get on the ground fast. Because then you at least get friction in your favor. This here 8-iron gonna be somewhere right in the pin high location. Guess I could have played it without the backspin. Of getting the 98% roll. Right, but these are where the money is gonna be made. Because if you hit it to 8 feet, that's gonna be a great shot today. But it's just like, can you convert? Can you convert? Can you convert? Can you convert some more? That is going to be the question. 520 what? It's down kind of in a bowl. R5. I don't think there's a play going down here. There's trees. You can get down into the 170s. You gotta come over trees, though. This is for science, because this isn't our tour, so let's see about this. Well, when you hit a shot like that, that's terrible science. LOL. Yeah, right. No. That's why I say about focusing on your shots and actually hitting your tempo. Got this tree. Yeah. Would have actually needed to, like... I tell you what, that's quite the roll. All things considered. Yeah, would have needed, like a club up with full loft. That was supposed to be a fun science experiment, but I botched it. The wind was supposed to take that way more to the right. I'm king of the hill. Well, we're still in practice. This is kinetic jet ski. Mad Drifter, thank you for the follow.
You must cut down the mightiest tree in the forest with a herring.
This I don't really know how to play. That didn't drift left enough. Yeah, that was like trying to around the world it, but it needed to take the left drift so that it would stay high and then fall down right. That's okay. Free aim putt? That's why we don't free aim putt. We don't free aim putt because I can't. Can't do it. Let's not do that shot. But we definitely need to be on the affirmative side. So we'll lose a couple of yards here. Downhill lies, so we want to negate that a little bit if we can. And here we go. I really thought the downhill lie was going to kick us a lot more. That's why I played the Loft and backspin. Or maybe I thought the bounce was just gonna be a little bit more on the firms. There we go. And that's why we don't. That's why we don't free aim putt, because I'm just not good enough. See, I think these are largely bait holes this week, right? All of the supposedly drivable stuff. I hit that too fast anyway. That'll work. But like, look how much that releases. It looked like it landed soft. It's 155s. Hey, we held the green, under egg, alright. Alright. Let's see here. We were gonna play this. How would we do it? We're 24 feet. Is it really only somewhere out in here? I say it feels like that might end up just being low. But it's just weird because I felt like... I guess it broke a little bit more at the start. I was kind of factoring in like the breaks at the end are a little bit less. These are always so tough. I think you have to stick with the gap wedge and try to loft it, because if you play the sand wedge, I just don't think you have enough legs. So, let's see, your tenor at the back. Play close to pin high. Just take a few yards off of it. I hung it a little bit out there to the left. Thought that wind was gonna be a bit driftier. Right distance though. So you gotta break! You gotta break! Alright, we're scoring in triplets. Okay, but I feel like we've got a decent tempo going. It's just gonna be, can we execute shots under pressure and can we make some putts? If we can make some putts, that always is huge for us. Okay, so that should put us past the hole, and then we're gonna have to play the cut back, because I think this just has a little bit too much drift. I pushed it a little bit too far to the right. Too much cut as well, actually. so chip shot, we're trying to fly about halfway there. Just like just a little bit onto the green, right? So I gotta keep working with that, but like there's something, like I've done some stuff with IRL chipping, and those numbers that I've been using in real life have been working pretty well. Oh, yeah, that felt fast. That felt like I just kinda jerked at the top of my swing and snapped through. This, I don't know, it seems like these are playing about 18 yards off. So if you call that 58, 56, I mean, you're a couple yards long. Give it a little bit of loft in case you go long on it, and a little fast. The thing that stings there, hit 101% instead of like the 99 that we've been hitting, and then also hit it fast, so that just adds a bunch of extra distance. Okay, so here we gotta add backspin to it because we're downhill. I still wonder with these about trying to roll it most of the way there. This is a little bit more dangerous, and this is where I don't think it's really worth it. For like that reason. I think on stuff it's like uphill or flat. Could be. Could be. You have more putt to read though, so like that's where that ends up being maybe not so much the case. Ooh, I'm out of water. Okay, so after this hole, we'll top off the water, play the rest of the back nine, and then we send it. Okay, so we did get in trouble with this one earlier. This ended up playing because of the way that our line is gonna come off. We're gonna end up losing like 20-something yards here. So 20 yards here is immediately 5 yards short, uphill and there. So I think we play the 5-iron and we de-loft. That's gonna be my expert opinion on this one. We'll see if it's correct at all. There is probably a pretty good argument for lofting the 4-iron. No, but that's actually a really good call. It's still fired out more to the right, so thing of note. But actually, like, really, really good to know that. We'll leave it in here. Because it needs to turn left. No! It needs to turn left just a little bit faster. I guess that just becomes a matter of pace. When you're not dying it, it's actually gonna take a straight line. Okay, so I said we're gonna go top off the water. I'll be back in just a few moments. I appreciate everybody being here. I know we hadn't streamed since last Wednesday, so it's been a week. More than likely, we're also gonna have off Monday, Tuesday next week because we're gonna have more family potentially coming in. But I'll keep you guys posted with that. But yeah, we got 1 and 2 tonight, and hopefully we're making a cut so we can play 3 and 4 tomorrow. Yeah, appreciate y'all being here. If you haven't subbed to the YouTube already. All right, sellout done. I'll be right back. You know, I had the idea last week, what if I just had the camera on the chair and we played the stream? You know, I was still physically present playing the game, but what if we just did chair streams, you know? I feel like chair streams would be very effective. Thoughts? Everybody always seems to be hyped up on chair stream, so, you know. Why not just make that the stream? How far a pure chair channel would go? I think you could get one partner, not. I don't really see why you couldn't, you know? Like, at the end of the day, it ultimately, you get people without cam. You know, it's all, how entertaining are you? Truthfully, I don't think I'm actually entertaining enough to pull something like that off. Shoe on chair? just have a shoe on the chair. The ultimate. The ultimate stream setup. Thanks for all the fish. Yeah, no problem. You're very welcome. Sneakerhead putting a different shoe on the chair every stream. Yeah, that would be the problem. If I put a different shoe on the chair every stream, you would get like... I mean, if I had it in like dress shoes and stuff, I could maybe get through like a month, and that's including left and right. Going to the US Open on Saturday? Ooh, have fun. Have fun. You get to witness live pain and suffering. That sounds like a grand old time. Oh man, I'm struggling with this because it doesn't break quite as much through here, but I think it still breaks a lot. Okay. Yeah. Grandfather's extra tickets. Thinking of going Sunday as well, but you want to catch the end of the Le Mans, and you got homework. But come, Sunday at a major. Can always just, I don't know. You're not going to Le Mans, so you can always just watch a VOD of it. Homework, that would probably mean you gotta work on the homework ahead of time. If I get this 3 there, it's not gonna roll all the way out to the back. If I take the driver and I tee it down, it is going to be problematic. Because I think that's gonna go too far. Play the fully backspun 3-wood. I think we just try and hit it as far as we can. Slow. We're gonna drift it out to the right. Okay, apparently didn't need to overpower because that thing took off. My goodness. More the homework getting towards final project time. Yeah, I kind of figured homework's the bigger one to try and work around. A little bit shorter. I mean, it worked, but a little bit shorter than I was hoping for. They do give you some drivable stuff. I don't know how much you can stop it or get it close. I guess you can stop it and get it close. All right. That answers that question. I mean, I see the low scores, so like I understand it. If you're on top of it, there are definitely some holes to have. Yeah, I see some 20 unders. I don't think we're playing particularly poorly, but you know, you just gotta be like on the right spots and make putts, and we're notorious for not making putts. It's kind of our thing, you know. Kind of what makes us so cool, you know, because I'm definitely so cool. That one stung a little bit. Slowed it. Let's just get a feel for it and we'll go from there, because I think that's ultimately the part that I've been struggling with. Thing is, like, get the initial read, see if it feels right, and then make the adjustment. At a weird point right now, you want to get caught up on One Piece, but you're also very burnt out on One Piece. You've read 800 chapters in 3 months and still another 300 to go. Yeah, that's a tough one, just because you know, if you had like a little bit to go, it's just like, all right, just a little bit more. But when the road in front of you is that long, yeah, really, really hard to just like fight the burnout with, well, just a little bit more. See, I don't really know that I have any words of advice. Because, like, ultimately, burnout is burnout, right? If you don't want to do something, it's really gonna make it that much less enjoyable. Slow, it's gonna hang out to the right. Could say there's only 2 more, yeah, 150 chapter arcs. Well, there's just 2 more seasons left of the show. It's 150 episodes, but you know, it's only 2 seasons. That's still quite a substantial amount of time. It's just, yeah, it's just so much, like, I don't know. Ultimately, just a very difficult thing to reconcile. Come on, break! Gosh darn it. Alright, not terrible warm-up rounds, honestly. I think the swing's in a pretty good place. If we can settle in, make some putts, maybe we make a thing or two happen. But now is time for the meat of it. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Watch the anime adaptation of the previous arc since you heard the animation got really good, but it's almost 200 episodes. Yeah, no thanks. No thank you. So the time has finally come. The US Open, aka the American Open at Stillwater Point. It says minor. Don't let that deceive you. The cut line is sitting at like 5 under right now, which for virtual golf at the level of players that we have, is a very high cut line. But that's our goal, right? We gotta get to that 6 under, 7 under mark through 2 and push past it. Now, hopefully that's the type of thing that we can take care of in a round and push our way along. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, this is gonna be easy. The number of like very high ranked players that are missing the cut, it's terrifying. So we're gonna do our best. Let's hop on in. Conditions for round 1, we're playing off of the gold tees here. High winds out of the southeast and the fairway, so it's all defaults. Come over here, take a look. Normal fairways, greens are firm, and greens are running at 7.9. 7.5 is default fast, so we're a little quick. Let's go get to it. Course is very Pebble-esque. That's what I heard. We'll see. We'll see how it feels, Joe. All right, first hole, 349 yards, uphill 48 feet. Tiny fairway. Tiny green, false front. Okay, I see the Pebble-esque. You know, this is kind of like hole number 1 at Pebble in a sense, just flipped. So the question becomes, where do we play to? Because Because you can try. The problem is if we're trying to cut it around here, we could end up in the bunker trying to play for like the short approach shot, right? Obviously, a pitch shot would be pretty cool, but ultimately, I think we're gonna get ourselves in trouble with that. Play this lofted. Play like a lofted draw. Play like a high draw here. Alright, and we're off. This gets down on the ground, starts to feed right. I would think it would hold. Okay, I think that's about as good of a tee shot as we can work out there to be like safely fairway and still have a decent number in. Hey, what's going on, Shotzi? Just finished cutting the grass, just in time. Alright, so we are 10 up here. 143, we're rocking high winds. About 13, 14 in the face. Which, as we were just playing earlier... Actually, this is cutting the other way, so this might actually play a little bit closer to that 15, 16 number. But either way, 143, I mean 16 off of that is going to be 127. I would rather play a little bit of D-loft and make sure that we end up just a little bit more onto the high side and have it roll back a little bit than try and... I don't want to flirt with that front. I do not want to flirt with that front. We're de-lofting it. It's going to fire outright and turn right. Slightly de-lofted. Yeah, we'll play it here. Okay, so like we leave ourselves with the putt. Are we above the hole with some break? Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of gonna be the thing this week. That is just, yeah, that's just what the nature of this course is gonna be. Okay, so downhill 2-9, like this is gonna be conservative putting at its finest. Gotta be enough to get to the hole, but we're gonna have to play extra break. There's just no room here for playing any sort of aggressive line. That's huge. That is huge. Gotta just try and feel these putts out. Hey, what's going on, Raffles? How you been? 573 yards. I mean, you play it over here. Everything's cutting back. But I would think if you get this over enough to the right. Oh, I hit it fast. Come on, stay right. Give me a hard kick right, stay fairway. All right, got a little bit of nerves on that tee shot and just kind of swung at it. But it's safe. Thing is, I really don't know about like going for this because it feels like with the tailwind and everything that could be a dangerous play. But I mean, let's think about it and figure out what we can do here, because it's down 52 feet. So that's what? Quick maths. 17-ish extra yards. Right? And then you're talking with the wind, so you're easily carrying past this spot. You go 235 on this. 252. At the back with the loft. I mean, 252, 264. It's downhill even more. I mean, you're carrying this thing down close to 270 yards, which is onto the green. Everything's downhill, rolls a lot. But do you want to be laying up onto this downslope? Is kind of the question that I have. I mean, I guess you could lay up over here. If I'm being completely honest, the thought of laying up always pains me. Accidental cut input. Joystick drift, that's gonna work out to be okay-ish. That was not supposed to cut like that. I must have, when I had my joystick out, it must have drifted like that. I was just trying to play a purely lofted shot, so that's certainly not great. I also don't see an option from here to get it close. So let's see. So this is like, I guess this is the big risk from having gone here, is just we kind of have to feed it. It's gonna get down here and you hope that it catches a little bit of something to the right. Okay, that's about as good of a lag putt as I can hit. Now we just gotta find the birdie and walk away and act like this was normal. Got the bumps. Makes it very hard to read the putt. Alright. Think, Colby, think. Okay. Joystick. Okay, there we go. My joystick wasn't letting me look. I could zoom in, but I could not move. So you want to be on the right-hand side. If you lay up I just don't like giving myself distance into this. So we're gonna play the driver. Let's see here. Downhill 12 to it. It's not gonna be quite downhill 12 here. But you play this lofted and play this probably a bit of... That's a little bit too far left. Yep, alright. Bad input. Bad result. Plain and simple. So let's try and make something happen out of here anyway. 70%, we're gonna lose. Be a little bit long. Wind's gonna be creeping in. I could probably play a little bit of loft on it. Probably still play this a little bit out to the left. That's gonna play deep. Just got high roll on it. I don't know, like, even if we were... I don't know that that was gonna stop. Maybe I should have been playing it for something shorter. Oh well, it is what it is. Up wedge chip. Let's try and get up and down here. We're gonna want to play it somewhere in here. Get the hop and skip on up. Pop out to the right. Feed right to left. A little bit short. Alright, we make the save, so that's, you know, it just goes to show how easy it is, like, you miss your tee shot into the rough. Scoring becomes a secondary thought. It's pretty much, okay, can we find a spot on the, you know, can we find a way to get up and down? 13-mile-an-hour tailwind. You're just not gonna get 13 miles an hour out of it. I mean, plain and simple. So ultimately ends up being that gap wedge is pretty well a short shot. I guess you're kind of playing into this to try and give yourself an uphill left to right breaker, right? You go at the hole, then you get a downhill breaker. So yeah, you're kind of trying to play it into here. But it's that weird thing of like gap wedge is just not really enough club, but you take the pitching wedge and suddenly you're up the road. So I'm gonna try and play something that I probably normally wouldn't, and that is gonna be trying to de-loft this gap wedge. But I played it slow. Come on, you gotta go. You gotta go. Get up. Get up, get up, get up. That's fine. Ooh. Not a great input. Not a great input. So I was concerned about getting a kick towards the water. But I think this is pretty much always kind of the putt that you're looking at. Like if you make it on, then this would be considered the like decent-ish kind of putt. All sorts of like varying breaks in here. Some playing a little bit less than others, but some playing fairly strong. Okay. Just see how it feels. Something like this. Alright, shoulda trusted it. I played a little bit more. Didn't pass the eye test for me, but you do have to trust it, like. Alright. Pair of pars. Long par 4. If you get this to the right-hand side, it looks like it feeds to the right, so you want to get this somewhere center. Alright, it's a nice strike. Looks like it should be center fairway enough. I mean, if you split the fairway here and end up in the rough, then I guess I should have played some sort of lofted drive. 139 in, 3 down. 13-mile-an-hour crossing tailwind here. So it looks like this would be the type of shot that maybe you want to try and draw it. I mean, it is kind of working that way naturally with the wind, so even though we're hitting into the wind and creating a bit of a straighter shot, it does kind of work out. So let's call it 139 still, maybe we'll call it 140. Little loft and some spin. Now the question becomes, how much is this wind pushing it back to the left? A little bit too much. Take a kick to the right. Distance control is spot on. And that ends up working out. We get that little bit of feed. That was the only reason that I was like okay playing it a little bit less, trying to whip in on an angle and knowing that there's that left-hand side. As long as we played it not too far left, that it should have some feed. But again, it's always, can you make a putt? Can you make a putt? Can you make a putt tonight? What? Wow. Just underread it, huh? Dang. Opportunity squandered. Opportunity squandered, but that's gonna happen from time to time. Don't want to be dumb. Don't want to be dumb. Don't want to be dumb. So let's make sure we're not dumb. Okay. Ah! Alright, that's one that got away. That's one that got away. But when there's that much break, like, I guess it's the type of thing where there's that much break, it's not very hard to, you know, if you misread it by just a fraction, for it to snap that low. Alright, but we put it behind us. This is gonna carry a little bit less than 130 because you've got that wind coming back into our face. So I feel like this sand wedge is something we're gonna have to, mayhaps D-loft? So I don't want to play like a lot of D-loft on it, but if we're gonna be like 10 yards short, I played it slow. That's not great because I de-lofted it. Dang. Just like that. That's how it goes. I didn't want to play the... Okay. Not as much de-loft this time. The tempo. What? Why did it go to a pitch shot? All right. Shot must have gotten reset. Ah, that sucks. I had the right shot selected, and then I must have bumped something and reset the shot back out. Went to like an 8-iron pitch instead. Okay. This is the part of the round where we now test my ability to settle myself, because that was a bad input into an extra mistake. Now we're what could have been 3 under through 5. Now all of a sudden we're even through 6. So let's not be hasty. Let's not make dumb decisions. Get back to playing the good golf that we've done up until this point. Alright, so downhill lie. We're gonna lose about 5% out of this one. So I think you should be able to play somewhere in here. Okay, now pitch shots, historically not our strong suit. Let's change that. We'll take a little bit of luck. We'll take a little bit of luck. After the bad luck on the last hole, we take the good luck on this hole. But that's the thing, like, you have to avoid the double bogeys here. You have to avoid those blow-ups. That's a painful one, but we're gonna try and take it in stride. Oh, that's close. You can, like, just about cover that bunker, but with it being uphill wind in, I think it's like... It's danger close, but if you hit it, I mean, it changes the complexion of the hole big time. That's an 8-iron. 8-iron versus a wedge. But is it worth it? That's kind of the ultimate question here. So you gotta get 312, 314. I mean, I can get 321, 330. Yeah, no, okay. That answers that question. May have cut that a little bit more to the left, but that's kind of the stinger shot that I wanted. Try and extract distance out of it. Yeah, see, this is the problem. So we didn't get out even enough, so now we're 6-iron in, as opposed to even the 8-iron we were potentially looking at, but I don't think we could have covered that. You'd have to go for an overpower, and I don't have it in my bag consistently enough for it to really be that, like, super effective shot that we would want to have. Just shy of the hole. Let's see. Like, let's really think about this. $196, 192, 180 something. I honestly don't really think we have to do anything too crazy here. So yeah, it's gonna roll, but it's also gonna create some headwind. Like, you see how short it lands. Like, there's definitely no need to put backspin on it. Okay. So you hit it up and it breaks, and it's breaking more as it comes across and it powers through. So let's just go in here. Oh, come on. Still hung up high side even though I brought it back a touch. All right, fine. Be that way. Be that way. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. All right. So what's the deal with this hole? 9th hole, par 4, 476 yards. Downhill 11 feet. We got a little bit of headwind. But you can't hit driver. Because I think if you can land it short enough, you're going to bounce all the way through. This is definitely not downhill, so... just overpower the 3-wood to the end of the fairway. 101's not really overpowered, but it's about as good as we're gonna get. But, like, that's the thing that sucks. Like, look at this. Now you're 200 plus yards in. 225-yard approach shot on a par 4. And it's not even like we're playing very high winds. I mean, it's high winds, but I don't see the play. All right, there's the shot. It's a lofted hybrid. The hope is that it just releases enough. No, don't you do that to me. The hope was that it gets onto the green and then has just enough release down the slope. But it actually ballooned up enough to not even make it. That's so mean, because, like, I mean, it is kind of a bowl. But if you come in with enough heat... Ah, man. Very, very much so a game of precision, so have to take it on the chin. Heck of a splash. Okay, so we sit at 1 under through the front 9. Could have been a heck of a lot more. But mistakes are mistakes, and they're gonna cost you, so. Yeah, that's just how it goes. Slowed it. That's not good. I mean, that's been the game, right? Don't hit your input, find yourself off the fairway and in scramble mode. Of course, they put it back so that, like, you have to carry it. I guess it's okay if you go long. You got to give it a chance, because if you land short, yeah, I think you have to go for it. Let's see here. 153. Just try it, like, let's like work through the high roll scenario, right? 85%, and you're talking 130, 126 carry plus wind. But 75%, and you know, you're looking at a very different thing here. Well, that could be decent, actually. So I put some shape on it. Well, that's a recovery shot if I've ever seen one. Alright, I mean, we gotta take what we can get. If we can steal some, make up for the mistakes of earlier. Anything going for us under par is massive. Alright. That's the shot. High cut back, close to center fairway. I would think that gets on the ground soft enough to hold. Okay, so now's where you actually might get a chance. I mean, you have to land it almost in here with like a draw to get the bounce going back towards the hole. Again, a lot of these almost feel like lay it up short of the green and then you can play a checkier shot. But that just doesn't suit my eye, I guess. This doesn't suit my eye. I want more than that. So like 15 at the back. I mean, ultimately it only ever ends up playing like 10. 225. I mean, it's the 5 iron's long. Can you get this to go though? 6 iron and then like a backspun draw. Is that gonna end up being too short? Come on, cut. Cut. Just hanging out there to the right. I really thought that lie at our feet was gonna play a lot different. So we're gonna end up in the rough, stay in the light. Yeah, so I mean that's, we know the risk going for it, right? We know the risk going for it. Not gonna sit here and act like, oh, that's so shocking. I can't believe that happened. But we do still have to be smart here. Full backspin, and I think we still need some of the loft on it. A little bit too fast. A little bit too fast. That was weird. Okay, I think everything is good again. Little hiccup. Didn't drop any frames here. Disconnected from YouTube for a sec. Downhill. Ah, this is so tough. Okay, so it's all right at the end. Too firm. I knew, like, it has the break at the end, but it rolled through it. Like, it carried too much momentum at the end there. Alright. Certainly a missed opportunity. Certainly a missed opportunity. Okay, so this looks like one that if we get it greenside bunker, you just don't want to be in the heavy rough. You need to be splashing. So you've got to get it out to like the 340 number. 321, 324. We've got some helping. I think it should have enough to bounce through that. A little bit too fast. Which means that we're cutting back across it. Distance is good, and we're still in the sand, but this is no longer just like, oh, a splash shot. This is like a full-on try and figure something out here. It's a full flop. It's 36 to 32 yards. You need 34 to get on the green. If you high roll this, you land at the hole. It's 38. Yeah, 36, 38. 34 is the low roll, so I think you have to. Honestly. I think going up a club, I mean, let's think about it for a second. Let's not just immediately rule it out. 47 would be 40, 441. I mean, like, high roll here, now you're a little bit long. Putt back up. I should probably be safe. I didn't hit this one near as fast. A little, I don't know if the uphill lie in the bunker made me come out so short. That was definitely a lot scarier than I anticipated it being. Okay. But we are in the bottom of the cup nonetheless. 264-yard back pin into the wind. I mean, what are they trying to do to us? Just like, hey, hit a driver. Hit a partial driver. That seems... That's like first instinct. I mean, let's take a look at it. Yeah, because if we play it... Actually, I don't know. Like, if you bounce it up here... It's normal fairways, so are you going to get enough bounce? If it was firm, I would think, like, sure, yeah, it'll bounce through and then release. This is a peculiar one. Because if you partial driver, I think it just bounces and runs through, right? So... Yeah. Got it a little bit too far to the left. I don't think it was gonna take a hard enough kick. But I also just don't trust driver there. There's something about partial driver for that shot that just doesn't quite sit right with me. might be too firm, we'll see. Come on, man. Not a bad give. It's really not a bad give, like at the end of the day. Alright, I think uphill into wind, this should be a pretty safe drive. Just gotta make sure that you're not like slow tempo. I think baby fast, considering baby fast is against the wind. It's the better play. Make sure that you're not slow. Obviously, if we snap that fast, we'd be in some pretty serious trouble. About 10-mile-an-hour headwinds. Uphill. Not a great lie. Are we really gonna have to take 6-iron in here? I mean, that's what it's looking like. 187, 185 at best. 10-mile-an-hour headwind heading into it. 171. Yeah, I think this is kind of what we're left with. Yeah, what's going on, Ben? Thank you for the luck. Yeah, still left. We're on the green. We're on the green. It's just really hard to aim that one more out to the right, because if that wind doesn't play, you're in the bunker. This is probably still not gonna be enough, right? Yeah, it's not bad, and I don't think the pace isn't terrible, but it all just runs downhill there. So hard to get it on the right line. Okay. Yeah, I mean, aside from the double bogey hole and the like missed putt early on, I think we've played fairly well. Like there's only so much we can do about that. That wasn't great. But it might be enough headwind. Keep the swing in check. Keep the swing in check. 253. It's like 11, but it's playing more so with us. So if we're landing short on the green here, I think you have to play just some like backspin with a little cut and... And maybe just backspin. I think if I start to cut it too much, we're gonna run into some issues, so... A little bit fast, but that should hold it a bit more left. No, still not enough. Come on, settle. Yeah, that's like the thing that sucks about being below the hole where we are. Is you end up just with quite a bit of break. Patience required, yeah, and like yeah, that one hole, I messed up and then it gave me the bad thing and I didn't catch it. So it's still ultimately on me, but yeah, that was definitely a patience tester. Because as soon as you get riled up, I mean, this course is just gonna tear you apart. Because it's gonna tear you apart if you're calm. Or like, it has the propensity to tear you apart if you're already calm, so let it get to you. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. I mean, on the one hand, we're actually reading these to the high side. On the other hand, like, man, I would just love to actually drain one of those. Like, everything's just holding the pace enough. Which is good, you know, give it a chance, but when you're blowing it by, it's not as ideal. We're really gonna be forcing another 200 plus yarder into here. Is there a scenario here, Colby? There's a scenario here where you think you might be able. Too far left. I mean, it's like, okay. Yeah, I mean, you could lay it up and still have 200 plus in. We shaved 20 yards out of it. Obviously, we lose a lot here. So best case scenario, you almost hit this to the like 80% kind of range. I mean, I don't know. Hit that fast, that's really bad. Wow, okay, okay. Terrible input, but we're actually gonna have something to show for it, potentially. Or at least par save shouldn't be the craziest thing to ever happen. Physics! I don't know how that goes in. Hand up. I have no idea how that goes in, but we'll take the physics going in our favor. Hey, okay. Yeah, we'll absolutely take it. You take anything that this course is gonna give you in your favor, Just shut up and take it. You must accept. Alright, so what are we talking here? 10 to 11. Oh, I underhit it. I underhit it. Come on, get back left. Gosh darn it. I was too far to the right anyway. Ah, man. All right. This is gonna have to go out to the right-hand side because it's gonna break a lot. So leave it high. I'd rather a touch down the hill than run this all the way out. Oh, wow, I don't know. For some reason, in my head, that was still gonna release a ton. But I guess it sat up on that perch enough. Okay. Yeah. Had a wee bit of a mistake. That one really goes low. Oh my gosh. We've been missing them all on the high side. And then we go double low. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Nasty, nasty, nasty course. We played really well, but 2 mistakes. Like, actually just 2 mistakes. Or 2 big mistakes, like 2... Just haven't been able to save the singular bogey. 325. We don't have, fortunately for us, we don't have a good enough lie here because don't really want to be going for it. Well, that's holding way left. I'm like not even close to online. Yikes. That came out so far left. Should have really given that a closer look. Alright, it's at least a par 5, so if we get a good controlled shot in here. The right strike, I just got as much of that ball as you possibly could have. That's 83%. That's everything. That's all that you could get out of that. I'm not playing loft on it because like the percentage chance of it carrying the hole was like 3%. More often than not, we were gonna be low. So yeah, that's just one of them things, man. Just one of them things. Now we're gonna roll down way past. Yeah, I made a percentage play and we're gonna end up with a bogey because of it. JK LOL, we finally sink the long putt. Alright, 2 under. Yeah, we got work cut out for us though. That's for certain. Pair of double bogeys really holding us back. Linkster, it's tough, man. It's so tough. Hey, what's going on, Kurtski? Yeah, it's just like, don't miss, I mean, yeah. Don't miss fairways, because fairways lead to guaranteed, like, miss greens. Proximity's, like, kind of okay-ish, but... Yeah, missed birdie putt, couldn't convert. That was the first long putt that we made the entire round, 1 of 11. Yeah, we just... That's the thing of it. You have to sink putts. They want people to quit playing. Alright, round 2. Our work is cut out for us. We move up to the front tees. Very high winds out of the northeast. Soft fairways. Greens are firm and the greens are fast. So green speeds come down a little bit. Fairways become kinder, but very high winds is going to be the horrible wrench in all of this. We're gonna have to shoot at least 4 under here in this round in order to make the cut. Double bogeys in the first round, take those away as pars, and we make the cut already. But now we've got to do probably the unthinkable. Let's get after it. Too many in plat, but here's the thing, Linkster, like if people stop playing, they're technically still in plat. So like, if people all of a sudden all come back at the same time, plat's too big again. So let's just see here, like if we... It's uphill, you've got the wind at the back. I mean, this 3 hybrid is too long. That's not a good tee shot. That's a terrible input. Get a lucky bounce though. Exactly how you draw it up. I mean, the wind is horrendous because now I'm too far to the left, so yeah, this is gonna be interesting. 8-iron. I'm gonna have to go up to like a 7, 176. Right, so like let's just think about this. 176, 174. We need to take like 17 yards out of it just to be pin high, and then this could be like the greatest shot I've ever hit, or it could be the worst. I hit it fast. It works. It ain't pretty. It works. Alright, now out of heavy rough and downhill. Now we actually can, unlike that chip from the last one. That's like your very typical birdie, right? Hey. That's how it's supposed to go. I gotta cover 340. I can get 317. Yeah, I can get 340. And not with that. Unless. Not deserved. We hit a bad shot. Now we actually play the layup because this is gonna have too much release. So 130. Yeah, we can play a little 9-iron here. Yeah, just needed to hit tempo on that tee shot. But where this pin is, I mean, I guess you could have gotten it on and had a putt. Now we're just looking at... That's 50 yards. A little bit of wind at the back. 50, 52. I don't think it's just gonna full stop. I do think you'll get a little bit of a hop forward here. All right. I mean, we said it. I thought it was going to be a little bit more aggressive with this much tailwind, even though I had it that lofted. I thought we were going to get a little more aggressive on the hop. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, so both rounds, we start out birdie. It's just, like, really not give back the doubles. We're not scoring enough to support double bogeys. Alright, let's like look at this fairway. You gotta be up right hand side. That should be it. That should be it. If that's not it, then I don't know. 15 in. Thing is, you probably want to be taking a pitch shot. Because this is going to want to spin back, right? So... pitching wedge, pitch. 103. If it plays 50... No, it plays closer to the half, but... it's 5 yards past the hole. This is where, like... you really gotta know your numbers, and I feel like I gotta play just a touch of loft on this pitch, which might not be great, but I kind of feel like I have to. I didn't fully trust, because if that actually plays half, I'm sailing it past the hole. So I would much rather guarantee that I'm like on the green and not spinning back than sail it and short side myself. Just can't quite get these long putts to drop. I mean, it's tough sledding, and there's not much else to say about it. It is just tough sledding. It's 16-mile-an-hour wind, cutting on a diagonal though. You'll be lucky to get this pin high. But it will play more on the crosswind, so have to respect it in that regard. Not hit a good tempo there. I could feel that immediately. Just didn't like it. Not a bad miss though, actually. This is really not a bad place to miss. For precisely that reason. That is not a bad place to miss. I wish I could say we were 5 under through 4, but fortunately it's round 2. It's only downhill a little bit. Wind's gonna definitely be in play. But it's soft fairways, so just send it. There's enough fairway here. You're not really gonna get too far along, but it's also not gonna get down into the rough or anything, as long as you hit it centered. 17-mile-an-hour headwind here. We know this is going to play more than 20 yards, which is already going to put us at below the hole. But my hand is kind of forced here to be completely honest. Good strike. Yeah, the wind ended up not playing as much, but I didn't really want to shape it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh man, okay. You have to play it back enough because it's just gonna keep rolling down the hill, right? So let's not lose this putt. That'd be probably about the last thing that I want to be doing. You gotta turn. Keep turning left. Keep turning left. I know it goes a little right, turn left. Honestly, really not that bad of a read. I thought I was gonna break a little bit more to the left early on. Alright, 6th hole screwed us up last time, but this time we are not gonna make that same input mistake, alright? We're gonna hit a nice clean shot here. 116, let the wind tail a little bit and carry us out into the 120s, and we will play it with some breaks, all right? Why does the wind not bring it back? How am I don't understand. It's downhill. The wind turned. Look at that. It turned into a tailwind. Like during the flight. Come on, man. The course is already mean enough. Why has the game got to do that to me? Like, that's supposed to be the shot. Okay, that one stings a lot. That one stings a lot. That's at least a bogey save. At least we don't give back the double bogey this time, but... Ah, man. Wind shifting like that, that's... That stings. That stings. Because that's like a... That really is like a no fault of your own kind of shot. Okay. Just keep your head in check. Keep your head in check. You didn't do anything wrong. That was... Just act like the hole didn't happen. Hit the shot with the wind directly at your back. Yeah, and like you see like what we could have done, right? It would have been a birdie, but instead we take bogey there, but there's gonna be a lot of it is what it is during this. I don't know what you're supposed to do here. I guess you're not supposed to go for it, right? Is this where you like lay it up and then have a downhill shot into it? Maybe you just play for this bunker and play a splash out. The splash shots have been pretty... My off the green, I've scored more off the green than I have on the green, it feels like. Quite honestly. It is soft, so like you might actually be able to... Might actually be able to work something out. I was so scared about being too far to the right. Like I'm okay with it. Long splash shot. Yeah. There's definitely fear coursing through my veins. All right, let's get a bird and get out. But that approach shot, like, I'm just terrified that the wind isn't, like, that the lie is gonna play the way I think it is, but that the wind isn't gonna bring it back. So I'm gearing left side. Obviously, I'd love to hit the fairway there and give it a chance. So this is just gonna be short. So I think you are more than likely stinger. Is the stinger too much? Probably, because I'm negating tailwind. Alright, I got a little bit ahead of myself. Oops. My bad. My bad, because now I created a really long approach shot situation. Not entirely thrilled about that prospect. I got 100%. I probably would have liked about 2% more. Because we're not getting a firm bounce off of the fairway. Well, I've played myself out of this one a little bit. More so just into a par save situation. Let's try and get the 2-putt. It's quite a bit away, huh? Close. That's close, it's close, it's close. Okay, so last time we laid it back and you have like 200 something yards into here and we left it short. Now the question becomes, do we have the cojones to sling it? Oh, it's not the shot you want to see. We're gonna end up basically, I think I hit the exact same fast both rounds, so we're gonna end up in the heavy rough, same spot both times. Hey, what's going on, Mike? Synthwave it is, yes. I enjoy me some synthwave. It's easy listening. Not too overpowering. Alright, high roll out of this. Oh, man. $150 on the high roll. That's gonna put us at 132 otherwise. But with the backspin, okay, yeah, I think 7 iron. Ah, the kick. No. So close. So close. Like really, really good read and play from there, but it kicks right to left, so like that's a hard one. That's a hard one to get the right feed. How do we want to take a look at this? Because it breaks a lot in the middle, especially the more you get out. So it's like not a ton at the end, and it's a fair amount in the beginning. Feet though, like it's so much putt. It's so much putt. Let's see, like, how does this feel? You gotta get something to go in, man. You gotta get something. We got one. We have one putt outside. 10 feet. $325. I see, that's problematic because you're asking 8 out of that, which you probably can do, but then this tree comes into play. All of a sudden, you can lay it back here left of the bunkers, still have like an 8 iron. Wind is shifted though. Wind is definitely shifted. Oh, whoa, what is that swing? Okay, apparently, wanted to play the snap hook. Certainly less than ideal. I just saw the wind meter do some gymnastics, and I'm not a fan. I don't know what's going on here, but let's hope it doesn't move. All right, again, it's just a downhill kind of sliding putt, and we can't be playing it too long. So get it rolling. Get it rolling, it taps, it goes, but then I think you're gonna start seeing some break back the other way. Too much. Man, oh man. Every pin setup is a Sunday pin joke. Yeah, it's nasty, dude. It is absolutely nasty. Yeah, it's funny because, like, my putting is normally pretty bad, right? And this just, like, amplifies it. We're, like, so close on so many putts, but yet just seemingly nothing wants to go in. Alright, on the bright side, I don't think we could have gotten there in two with the way the wind is. On the downside, that's two... It's a few putts now, all of a sudden, that we've... Or, tee shots, all of a sudden, that we've... not struck well. I definitely think there's just some... I think they're just the natural nerves of it. Yeah, there's a... Not even nerves, I think it's a... I think it is fatigue. Like, there's a mental fatigue slogging through. Six yards? Definitely. Big fast ain't it, Chief? Big fast ain't it? Honestly, at this point, I don't know why I'm, like, going into the... On these long putts. It feels like it's a guess anyways, so I don't know... Going for the big zoom-in read, like, is it really ultimately worth it? I'm starting to think not really. Alright, so let's see. These do feel like the types of one that, like, in the middle of it to just really turn it and change the trajectory of the putt. I said on the bright side we're missing them high. That one I do think I mashed a little bit. So it would have been interesting to see if we had the right read or not. Okay. Can't be missing inputs that big though. Can't be missing inputs that big. We need some strokes. Just a couple. I know we gave a bunch back. What is that splash shot gonna be if you actually manage it here? 17 yards. I still think it's worth going for, right? I still think it's worth going for. Okay, I'll take baby slow. I'll take baby slow. Baby slow is fine. It's not mega fast. Uphill lie and somehow still sent out like a bullet. I don't quite get that one. Full loft, uphill lie, felt like that had a low flight. So we got double physics. I suppose we got double physics. Mega faceted. Alright, well that changes the complexion of things. 3 double bogeys. Okay. I'm not partial in this. I'm not partial in this. I hit a crap shot. The brain went. The brain went. I mean, we've fought, but I think we just crumbled. Brain can only take so many double bogeys. That's what we wanted on the first shot. Supposed to be the first shot. Tailwind, we can't. I mean, we can still fight it back, but yeah, this is dangerous territory. I think the tough part is like reconciling some of the shots weren't all that bad. Obviously they were ultimately bad, right? Because of where we ended up, but you know, when you can't sink a putt and you make mistakes on opportunities and give back a bunch of strokes, like that's not deserving of much. I mean, we're not gonna make the putt, right? Because why would we? Man, like if you could just sink a putt, then that would be fantastic. I'm sweating. I don't know if it's pressure or if it's just like the mental, like the amount of mental fortitude needed for this. But like I'm actually like sweating. And I think that's definitely not helping my tempo. I'm like calm, but I'm so strained. I'm so strained to get to where we're at. 6-iron with this much tailwind. I mean, not terribly much I can do about it. That's pretty much the spot we're looking to land. It's so hard to get it to sit nicely. It's just a sick game. It's just a sick game. I mean, if I couldn't make a putt, put it on my gravestone. I should make my gravestone now. Here lies Colby. He couldn't make a putt. Over 20-mile-an-hour wind. Okay. Okay. Fall out of the sky, you sick, twisted wind game. If I would have hit that 100%, that would have been something special. But instead, it's a 30-foot uphiller. Can't make a putt, man. Can't make a putt. Oh, man. What's going on, Sam, man? Even score what I do is insane. Yeah, I mean, the fact that we're 2 under par with 3 double bogeys and 1 putt made outside of 10 feet. I mean, the stats are impressive in a, like, weird, twisted way. It's gonna be a miscut, but the stats are kind of funny. 193 effective. 23-mile-an-hour wind, though? .203. Need 36 yards to land it at the flag. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna just sail the hole, but look at that. It looks like you're 10 yards past, and then you realize, wait, hold on. The small white dot is falling from the sky. A birdie on the back nine, oh my gosh. All right, albatross to make the cut. It'll be the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. Here we go. 270, 280s, 290s, and then the wind brings it all the way back here. Like I can't even make it. I can't even make it. Even if I wanted to. I mean, I guess it's like we're kind of in that situation. Like, could you? It's gonna balloon too much, right? Like, even if you did hit the overpower. Try to think. Is there any way where you could do anything? Just think about it. 303, 90% is 270, right? Just over 270. You're sitting 275, 89, 303. I mean, Go in there. It's 30 yards back, though. Have to try a parable? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Honestly. Ow! Didn't even get an overpower. Like, horrible tempo. Didn't even get the overpower, though. Got 101. Pathetic. Don't even deserve anything. Don't deserve a gosh darn thing. Don't give me that look, Lucas. Don't give me that look. Let's get this thing back into the clubhouse. We needed an albatross to make the cut, Lucas. I don't think we're going for that shot solely out of necessity, not because it's anything smart. Of course, that one's gonna break a ton. Alright, well. For as well as we played, yeah. We come up empty-handed. And unfortunately, our journey at the US Open ends here. That's gonna be a miscut. We're gonna be completely safe from demo marks. But, yeah. Through 2 rounds, we're looking at 3 double bogeys. I'll say 2 bogeys because we bogeyed that last one going for an albatross. But 3 double bogeys, I'd say largely avoidable. 1 double, no, we did save a bogey from a wind turn on us. But yeah. It's tough, but this number here ain't gonna cut it. We made 2 putts outside of 10 feet, I believe, is how that math breaks down. 1 each round, yeah. 1 of 11 and 1 of 11. So when the putts don't drop, you don't really score. So the fact that we're under par and can't putt, kind of impressive. But, yeah, first miscut of the major season. And honestly, probably relieved to not have to play 2 more rounds of it. Oh, man. Better luck next time, I guess. Oh, my goodness. I mean, that's... The 1 medium putt that we missed was a makeable birdie putt that broke a lot. Left it low, but... I mean, we can't make a single... When you can't make a single long putt. I say can't make a single. Obviously, we made 2 of them, but... Between that and, like, some of the double bogeys were deserved. Some of them were just unfortunate. Like... I don't know how we get a bullet uphill full spun flop shot, like how we get a bullet that just flies over the green. I don't know. I think there was another one that was kind of funky. I don't know. Yeah, weird feeling like we played well and just got destroyed. Because, I mean, you take away the double... 2 double bogeys puts us... You know, you par those, it puts you right back up to 6 under. We don't bogey that last one. I presume, if we don't, you know, go for that the way that we did. Like, yeah, I think we can comfortably say we would have sat inside the cut line, but man, was that like I am physically sweating. Which, like, I get warm playing rounds, like, generally, but like my head hurts, I'm sweaty. Yeah, scores in Elite are pretty similar, Lucas. Yeah, 3 under cut line looks like it's gonna hold. Plat is gonna move to 6. Yeah. 6 under, and wow. It might even move to 7, because T65 is at 6 right now. Is there anybody else coming in behind? Hendo 2 under through 1. Be Chamber 2 under through 1. Pesky 1 under. Don't think Connor's gonna make it back from 44 over to make the cut. Is there anybody else left to tee off? I guess Scud's not playing. I guess we kind of cut it close. Right, there's an hour left. Is there an hour left to the deadline? I think. So if you haven't teed off yet, don't think there's really gonna be anybody else, so cut line might just sit there at 6. Yeah, if we played better, we could have moved it. Yeah, that's yeah, when you double bogey that many times. When you double bogey that many times, that's just like what's gonna happen. 3 double bogeys, 3 bogeys. And honestly, we played pretty well, but come up a bit short and a few too many mistakes. So yeah, I don't know. This is kind of where I'm gonna leave it open. We missed the cut, right? So the question becomes, do we stream tomorrow? And if we stream tomorrow, what do we do? Because obviously, like, Plat is our content, right? That's the thing that we do. What I've been kind of trying to figure out here is, like, there's a small piece of my brain, and now I'm not saying that I'm necessarily going to act on it, but there is a small piece of my brain that sits and goes, you know, what if you took the summer to try and get good at actual golf? Which would obviously mean I'd have to be sacrificing stream, but I don't think I could actually practice as much as I would like to because of schedule stuff with my wife, and like I can't go to the driving range after my son goes to bed, like that's too late. But I also have like toyed with the idea of doing more YouTube, less streaming over the summer, just cause like golf's in a weird lull period, but I think that might just be the strain of things speaking. I'm not sure. I'd like to think it's not, but yeah, the summer, it was the same thing kind of with 2K21. The second summer is tough. The second summer is tough. Like, very much so. I'm looking forward to a new game. I have ideas for what I want to do with the new game. I don't really want to try and do some of the stuff with this game. But at the same time, it's like the editing. Obviously, content is better edited, but editing takes so much time, and I don't make money off of this, so can't really pay for it without just wasting money. In my mind, it's more of a waste than an investment at this point, because I don't see it ever getting to a point of returning on the investment, but yeah, anywho, just rambling my thoughts at this point. letting the brain flow freely. Ooh, sneeze? No? Yes? No? Okay. Held off the sneeze. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Let me know, you know, in Discord. I need ideas, cause like, are we just gonna show up and play some casual golf on a Thursday? Is it worth streaming? I really don't know. You know, missing the cut and then like having not played earlier in the week puts us in a weird spot. I don't like streaming less, but also like it only makes sense to stream when it makes sense to stream, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm just rambling now, so let's go say hello to Bear. Bear is playing Bear Simulator. He missed the cut as well, but this seems way more. I mean, this is right up the alley. A bear in a bear costume playing a bear in a video game. I mean, what more could you ask for? Certainly not content that I can provide. But take care, everybody. Appreciate y'all all watching. Yeah, that too. And sticking with me through that fun multi-hour pain and suffering session. It was fantastic. Have a wonderful night. Catch you later. Bye!